Good evening, everyone. I am Sue Smith, the Director of Nursing, and it is my absolute honor and privilege to welcome you to the Practical Nurse Pinning Ceremony. Before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to recognize our incredible nursing faculty. Your dedication, compassion, and expertise have guided our students every step of the way. You've not only taught the science of nursing, but also modeled the heart of it. Faculty, would you please stand so we can thank you for the profound impact you've had on this graduating class. Thank you for the impact you've made, not just as instructors, but as role models for the kind of nurse we all aspire to be. To our graduates, today is more than just a ceremony. It's a milestone. It's a celebration of the countless hours you've spent studying, preparing, practicing, and showing up, even when it's hard. You didn't just learn how to care for patients, you became nurses. Now let's talk about the tradition that brings us here, the pinning ceremony. The origins of the ceremony date back to the 1860s when Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing, was awarded the Red Cross of St. George for her service during the Crimean War. She, in turn, began honoring her most outstanding nursing graduates with the Medal of Excellence. This simple but powerful act evolved over time, and by the early 20th century, nursing schools around the world adopted the pinning ceremony to recognize the transition from student to professional nurse. Unlike graduation, which celebrates academic achievement, this moment is uniquely yours as nurses. It symbolizes the bond you share with each other and with every nurse who has come before you. The pin you received today isn't just jewelry, it's a promise to serve with integrity, compassion, and courage. And today, in one of your most personal moments of your nursing journey, you've each chosen someone special, someone who supported you, believed in you, or inspired you to present your pin. That act symbolizes the connection between your past, your present, and the career you're about to begin. It's not just about becoming a nurse, it's about remembering who stood beside you when you became one. So today, as you are pinned, you are not just marking the end of your nursing education, we are witnessing the beginning of your calling. Congratulations, practical nurses of 2025. We are proud of you and we believe in you. Welcome to the profession of nursing. Next, I'd like to welcome Heather Segge, Dean of Health Professions. Her continued support and leadership have been instrumental in strengthening both our nursing program and the success of our students.
Good evening, everyone. For those of you I haven't had the chance to meet yet, which is usually a good thing, my name is Heather Segge, and I have the honor of serving as the Dean of Health Professions at Illinois Valley Community College. It's a privilege to stand here before you tonight as we gather to celebrate one of the most meaningful milestones in a nurse's educational journey, the pinning ceremony. This ceremony represents so much more than the end of a program. It marks the beginning of a sacred responsibility, one that each of you has earned through commitment, compassion, and perseverance. At Illinois Valley Community College, we are guided by the mission to provide a high-quality, accessible education that promotes student success and strengthens our community. Our vision is to be the center of educational excellence, innovation, and opportunity. Tonight, looking at each of you, our newest nursing professionals, I see that mission and vision realized. Each of you has arrived at this moment from a unique path. For some, nursing was a lifelong dream. For others, it was a calling that came later. But all of you made the same choice, to dedicate yourselves to the care of others, even when it's difficult, even when the path is uncertain. And what a path it has been. You began your journey at the time when the world was still healing. You balanced coursework with family, clinicals with personal challenges, and the pressures of an intense program with a deep desire to make a difference. And you did. You passed your exams, you comforted patients, held hands, administered medications, asked the hard questions, and perhaps most importantly, listened. Now, as you prepare to step into the next chapter, your journey will continue to take different shapes. Some of you will go directly into the workforce, stepping into hospitals, long-term care, clinics, and other healthcare settings where you will make an immediate and lasting impact. Others will continue forward into our registered nursing program, ready to build upon your foundation and complete your final year to become RNs. Whether you're donning scrubs tomorrow or opening a textbook next week, know that your path is the right one for you, your patients, and your future. The LPN pin you receive tonight is not just a symbol of completion, it's a symbol of commitment. With it, you carry forward the legacy for all that you've come before you in this noble profession. You are not only joining a workforce, you are joining a community of healers, advocates, and leaders. Later this evening, you will recite the Nurse's Pledge, a sacred vow to uphold not only your skills, but your humanity. One line from the pledge that continues to echo in my mind: give my support and cooperation to all members of the healthcare team. This may seem like a simple statement, but it holds an immense power, because nursing is not a solo act, it's a symphony. It requires trust, collaboration, and courage. And I have seen you all demonstrate all of these, time and again. You will face long shifts, difficult decisions, and moments where you're questioned if you're enough. In these moments, I want you to remember this night. Remember the faces around you, your classmates, your instructors, and your family. And know that you are never alone. You are part of something bigger. You are part of a profession that shapes lives and saves them. To the families and supporters in this room, thank you. Your sacrifices, encouragement, and unwavering belief made this day possible. To our faculty and staff, thank you for modeling the professionalism, empathy, and excellence we expect in the field. And to the graduating class, your journey doesn't end here. It begins anew, with greater responsibility, but also with greater purpose. You are now the nurse someone will remember for the rest of their lives. Congratulations, LPN graduates of 2025. Go forward with the knowledge in your hands, compassion in your heart, and pride in your purpose. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to welcome Carissa Dye with her welcome speech.
Good evening, family, friends, and instructors. Thank you for being here this evening. Today, we celebrate more than a graduation. We honor the values that brought us here. Personally, I've stumbled and even falling, but that's how I show resilience. In the beginning, I came into the program not knowing what to expect. I failed my first semester because I wasn't prepared for what nursing school was. I came back the next year ready and even more prepared. I went into the spring semester and failed again. I was ashamed and frustrated, but I'm still standing here today to prove that you can get knocked down, but you can stand back up. Today, we are graduates. We go into the real world without our instructors there to give us assignments and pass medications with us. It's scary, isn't it? We aren't just finishing exams or clinicals, but celebrating resilience, compassion, and empathy. We sit at the bedside with compassion, holding our patients' hands on possibly the worst days of their lives. Empathy is our strength. It's how we connect to our patients. In those early morning clinicals and late night study sessions, empathy was something that we gave ourselves to. To my fellow classmates, if you passed every exam or started over, I wanted to give you a reminder of how smart and strong you are. This journey wasn't easy, but we've earned this. To each instructor, thank you for pushing us to the highest standard and believing in each of us, even if we didn't believe in ourselves. And to our family and friends, you carried us through tears, doubt, and happiness. Your belief gave us strength, and we thank you for that. Failure is not the opposite of success, but it's the path that we walk. As we enter into the world of nursing, remember that empathy turns pain into purpose. Let us move forward with empathy and compassion in our hearts and a healing hand. As stated by Carolyn Jarvis, the character of the nurse is as important as the knowledge that she possesses. Thank you.
I just told him up here, They got to smile a little more. I have the great honor to do the presentation of the class. Erica Ansel being pinned by her grandmother, Judy Sherman. Sydney Buffington being pinned by her mother, Linda Buffington. Carissa Dye being pinned by her sister, Sarah Dye. Alyssa Utsi being pinned by her significant other, Rodrigo Lopez. Julie Kern being pinned by her father, Matt Kern. Tina Mock being pinned by her father, Dan Peck. Kelsey Moore being pinned by her significant other, Jarrett Byer. Emma Nicole being pinned by her mother, Sherry Allen. Adrian Ortega being pinned by nursing professor Amber Robertson. Miranda Roberts being pinned by friend Colette Motter. Avery Rupert being pinned by her mother, Rachel Rupert. Blair Stillwell, being pinned by her father, Michael Stillwell. I don't think she heard you. I know you can. How about a standing ovation? Woo! I would now like to present the lighting of the candles by Professor Sam Whitaker and Professor Kathy Lankaitis.
As I enter the nursing profession, I pledge to use all the knowledge, skills, and understanding that I possess when providing professional nursing care. Deliver nursing care non-judgmentally and to all those who require it to the best of my ability. Refrain from any action which might be harmful to the quality of life or health of those I care for. Treat each client with respect. Hold in professional confidence all of the personal information entrusted to me. Keep my professional knowledge and skills at the highest level. Give my support and cooperation to all members of the healthcare team. Contribute to the advancement of the nursing profession. Maintain my nursing practice in accordance with the professional nursing standards required for my own profession.
Next, I'd like to welcome Blair Stillwell for reflections.
Good evening, everyone. Wow, we did it. It honestly feels surreal to be standing here today. After all the early morning clinicals, long lectures just praying not to get called on, writing care plans, caffeine-fueled study nights, and maybe a few breakdowns in our cars. But we made it. Officially pinned and almost officially LPNs. And we survived nursing school. Thank you to the IVCC nursing program for taking us in as hopeful students and turning us into confident, compassionate, and slightly sleep-deprived nurses. Let's be real. This program was not easy. It stretched us in every way possible, but along the way, we became something incredible. Nurses. Nurses that lead with compassion, think critically, and adapt under pressure. We advocate for our patients. We are nurses that can assess, prioritize, document, and still keep a sense of humor. We have learned more than just skills. We have learned how to show up for people on their worst days, how to stay calm in chaos, and how to give care that truly makes a difference. To our friends, families, and anyone that's ever heard us say, "I can't, I have to study," thank you for your patience, love, and support. You have seen us at our worst when preparing for finals and still cheered us on like we're winning gold medals. To our instructors, thank you for challenging us, believing in us, and not letting us give up even when we tried. Thank you for teaching us lessons that go far beyond the classroom. You're not just teaching us skills, you're shaping us into the nurses the world needs. And to my fellow classmates, what a ride. We've shared laughs, panic attacks, endless group texts, and a little trauma bonding too. Thank you for being the kind of people that could laugh through the stress, still show up for one another, and turn a hard journey into one we'll always remember. As we step into the next chapter of our lives, let us hold on to this truth. Everything happens for a reason. Every challenge, every late night, every tear that brought us to this moment and made us the nurses we are today. Congratulations, IVCC LPN class of 2025. We survived, we succeeded, and now we get to celebrate.
This concludes our pinning ceremony. We invite you to join us for refreshments in the next room over, CTC 124 and 125. Please remain seated until all of our faculty and graduates have exited. Thank you for coming to our ceremony.